Actually, it's my discipline that made me to choose Germany. Yeah. When I researched so many countries that are very good in technology, I discovered that Germany is one of the best countries to travel to.
How are you doing today? Thank you for joining my session. Believe you me, today's own is special. Why? We're going to be talking about relocating to Germany via the study abroad route, and I'm going to be hosting Nnenna. Nnenna just relocated to Germany via the study abroad route. Of course, you know that the people we bring here for interviews are people who worked with Vantage Migration while they were on their relocation journey or study abroad journey. So now she has relocated and we're going to hear from her. Let me tell you one thing. When it comes to relocation or relocating abroad, is a bittersweet story. Why? It's like people liken it to a woman who is pregnant, going through the pregnancy stage, right? So she's so stressed out, she can't wait for it to be over. She goes through labor. Labor is like visa process. So she goes through labor. Even labor is more painful, right? The visa process is more painful. But what happens? The moment the baby arrives, everybody, the woman, the man, everybody around that scene is very, very happy, right? Even you go, you congratulate the mother, you say, oh, congratulations, right? That's exactly how it is. So relocating abroad is something that is tedious, tasking, stressful, but worth it. So you're going to join me today, and if you have questions, if you're watching this live and you have questions you want me to ask Nnenna, feel free. By the way, myself, I have lots of questions I want to ask her, so don't worry, listen up. So we're going to bring in Nnenna on screen, and then we're going to go from there. Everything goes well and you enjoy the session, okay? So while I wait for her to come on board, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. All right, so Nnenna, I've invited. If you can see my request, kindly just accept. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an education consultant with Vantage Migration. All right, myself and my team, we train graduates who want to relocate abroad, professionals that want to relocate abroad, on how to do that through the study abroad route. And we train you how to get admission, how to get scholarship, how to get study, depending on what your situation is, because everybody's situation is different. All right. Let me see. Nnenna, I'm trying to bring you on board. Kindly, if you can see me, if you can hear me, or if you're having any challenge. Good. She's here. You can flip the camera so that we can see you.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Then the other thing is we can take it a bit away from you so that we can see you like hey, awesome. That's excellent. Congratulations. I've been wanting to do this face-to-face or virtually, right? Congratulations. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, let me hand over the mic to you. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Engineer Mrs. Nnenna from Enugu State,
Okay.
Nigeria.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations on your recent relocation to Germany. See, I'm very curious to hear all the stories. Yes, because see, you did something that is unique. Many people who go like that we work with, yes, we handle all high income countries, but many people go to like US, Canada, UK. Yeah, only few people choose Germany, at least based on the people we work with. So I'm actually very curious to know what made you choose Germany. Maybe we should start from there. Is this? Tell us more. I'm sure there must be something that made you decide to choose Germany. Tell me more.
Yeah, actually, it's my discipline that made me to choose Germany. Yeah, when I researched so many countries that are very good in technology, I discovered that Germany is one of the best countries to travel to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's okay. I see. So yes, you are an engineer, and I think myself, I've heard that Germany and engineering. For example, when we say German cars, they are
Yeah.
considered to be very strong
Yeah.
cars. So Germany and engineering, like that, is like they go together, right? So yeah, like, do you know what? Like, for me, I really don't know like so much about Canada, about Germany, the way I know so much about Canada or any other country. So I really want to learn from what you're also saying, right? Because you are the one who is in Germany as we speak now. So, and before you chose Germany, you must have researched. So if you can tell us more, that would be helpful. Like, I think somebody was saying, what type of engineering did you do? So just give us a bit of background so that we can understand what made you choose Germany.
Okay, when it comes to IT, that's information technology or materials or data analysis, those key aspects of engineering, I think Germany, they are very good. They are specialists in that aspect. And also in medical aspects, they are also good. They are very good in that. So that's my main priority of choosing Germany. I had admission in Alabama, which I told you last year.
Alabama is in
I
US for
also,
those listening.
yes, yes. I also had in UK, which was Sheffield and Loughborough, but I just have to take this place for my own. Yeah, I have to choose here.
That's excellent. So you had admission in US, had admission in UK, but you decided to go for Germany. And your background, you're an engineer, so I could see you prioritizing career growth. Career growth, yeah, that's excellent.
And also here, I have a free waiver that's tuition free throughout my master's program. I
Wow.
have tuition waiver. That's
No school fees.
no school fees, yeah, no school fees.
Hey, God, oh. See, please, I want to go and do that master's and I'm coming to Germany. Seriously? Because some people, they'll be like, oh, maybe, like, for example, now, some people, they want to go to UK, but maybe they'll be like, oh, school fees is £15,000, £19,000. So I'm sure those people are really very happy right now to hear that a lot of schools in Germany offer tuition free. Wow.
Yeah. Except private universities.
Except private universities. Of course, that means somebody have a choice to choose where to go to and where not to go to. Okay, another fear that I know that people have about going to Germany is that they will feel like if they go to Germany, they'll be forced to speak German and they don't know the language. So this your program, is it an English program? Or like, tell us more about it.
It's an English program, yeah. It's an English. My university deals with English. It's an English program. Material science and engineering. It's an English program.
Wow! Yeah. Wow! Wow! I'm learning so much. Please, my brain, open up, create more space. I need to learn so much. So let me ask you, how did you learn about Vantage Migration? Like, how did you come about us, or did somebody refer you? Did you see? Like, tell us more.
I came across Vantage 2019. That was December 2019. Yeah, through my friend. We registered together for the master class 2019 December. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's okay. Congrats and okay. Let me say, I know I'm already asking you a lot of questions which all boil down around your study abroad story, but to just give us a broad story. You can just tell us more about like what I would consider your study abroad story. So what's your study abroad story?
Not a small thing, no. It's a long story indeed. At a point, my husband told me, won't you leave this study abroad and focus on your job here in Nigeria? What are you going there for? It's a very long story. That 2019, I was very heavy. I was 6 months pregnant then when I enrolled for this course. I was 6 months pregnant, coupled with my job and family duties. I have to put everything I have into it because I know what I was looking for, and it really helped me. It really helped me. It really, because after the course, I started to practice to know if I can do it on my own, and that was when I got admission with Sheffield University. My first attempt was with Sheffield, then second attempt Alabama before Germany. So it really helped me. I paid, but it's worth it. The class worth it. Yeah, the class worth it. The class worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, because like what you are saying now, you were pregnant, you were working, 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
That time said that people will not have energy, like, you know, you'll be so weak. Then you were still working, and you took a master class. Oh my God. How did you do it? I know I used to say that our master class is designed for busy working class, but this your own, but you were so busy. So how did you cope?
Anytime I have free time, like my leisure time, that's the time I used to learn from, because the class, the plan, the way you strategize it is very, very straightforward and simple. It's not what is difficult. If really one wants to practice it, it's not difficult. So anytime I have free time, I'll just go in my reading room and then start to practice. I'll use my system to practice, then I'll use my phone to learn. That's how I do it till it became part of me.
Wow. I'm sure that many people that are listening to us now, especially people that are in their mind, they'll be saying, I'm busy. When they hear your story, they
What you need to make up your mind. Is mind first. Make up your mind. Know what you want. And also, if you are married, you have a supportive husband that also aims in that, in what you want. That's just it.
Congratulations, man. That's why whenever I say study abroad story, everybody have their story, you know. It's like you have your story, have everything that you went through, and it's so cool hearing it. Because some people will be like, when they see you today now, you're in Germany, you are studying, and many other things that will follow from there, right? And they're like, well, it's we don't have time, we don't do this, if only I have time. But it's good to hear these stories, especially the obstacles, so that even the person listening will understand that you may be having trouble, you may be having obstacles, but believe you me, every other person who have gone through this process, they have their own story, they had their own struggles, and they had to, is it woman up or man up? Anyone? They had to, you know,
it's to man up. It's no more woman up. It's to man up.
Those people, everybody has to man up to face it's like to face the lion in front of them. But if you have that courage to do so, the results, the worst that will happen is that it takes time. That's the worst. It is not that it won't happen. The worst is that it takes time. So, you know, the person doesn't really have anything to lose. I'm really proud of what you've done. I'm really proud of what you've done.
Thank you. Thank you. You're really a life changer. You're a life changer. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough, honestly.
Thank you.
You showed me the pathway, honestly. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I still have some more questions for you, which is, so now that you're in the country, maybe you can tell us more about, like, I'm sure you were hearing of Germany, then you traveled. But, like, when you arrived, what did you notice? And both the studies aspect and like the country generally, like maybe are there things that currently stands out for you or something like? Some of us have not. I've been to Germany. I've been to Germany. I went to Berlin 2013 or 2014, one of the two, when I went for World Health Summit in Berlin. So I've been to Germany before. Okay. My own experience because Germany, the younger people speak English, but a lot of the older people speak German only. So it was so tough reading what was like, to get the direction to go to the house where I was going to after I dropped from the airport. So I had to enter train. I remember going to the train to know where to stop. I couldn't read it. And then I tried to talk to one elderly person. The person wasn't hearing English. Until I found one young person, then I was able to talk to the young person, and the person understood English. So they were the one telling me that a lot of the older people may not really understand English, but younger people can easily be bilingual like that. So yeah, and I stayed like a week, 5 days or so, a week. It was a conference, and after that I went home. So that's my own experience with Germany. But what's yours? Because I didn't study in Germany, right? So now that you're in the school system, tell us more.
Actually, it wasn't easy in the initial time. When I landed. First was the weather. God, I felt cold. I said, which kind of weather is this one? So when I got home, I quickly put on my stockings and my winter jacket. So the next day I went to school to know my department and the next thing to do, at least to report that I arrived. So when I got there, they were not around. They said it's through mail that if I want to contact them, I have to book first. Book for an appointment, not like our own in Nigeria. You just walk to the office. I want to do this. I want to do that. You book an appointment. Which kind of thing is this one? I said, okay, no problem. I booked. So they responded to me and told me the day I have to come and see them. So I want to go anywhere. I have to use my phone to check direction and then to know the bus.
The GPS.
I have to enter. Yes, our own is RMV.
Different name. Okay.
So you check the bus or the train to enter. If not, take it to another direction, another city. That's it. If I want to buy anything now, I make use of my Google Translator. Google Translator, that's just the deliverer here. Anything you want to do and it's written in German, you just type it in Google. Google will just translate it for you in English so you understand actually what you want to do or where you are going. It's not easy, but I'm adapting. I'm adapting to the system.
Yes.
I'm adapting.
Yes. Wow. Congratulations. It's so interesting to see how you are navigating through, because really these are some of the fears that people have. They'll be like, if I go to Germany, I will not be able to do anything. I don't understand the language. So it's important that you are pointing out that even Google Translator helps in a situation where something is written in German and you can... Is it German? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can translate it.
German. Yeah, German to English. Or English to German. You translate whatever you want to know. You translate it. Understand. Even if those people don't understand what you are communicating, you use your Google, write it in English, it will translate it to German, then show it to the person you read and give you response.
Whoa! That's cool. That's cool. Congratulations. What's your advice for anybody that wants to relocate, that is considering Germany as a relocation country? What's your advice for that person?
My advice to anyone coming here is that, one, don't pass through agency. Do it on your own. Because even the embassy, they will tell you, we don't accept agency. You do the application by yourself. When you fail, you repeat again. They honors that. Yes, don't pass through agency. And again, make sure you have money, like there's what they call block accounts in German.
That's for your living
That block account
expenses.
for your living expenses, yes. You have a blocked account where you fund, I heard now it's 11,000 euros. As of our time, it was 10,350 euros.
Okay.
So make sure you have money to fund your blocked account. That's it. And then do the visa application yourself. Don't pass through agency. They will bounce you back.
That's very helpful advice. You've mentioned two key things here. One, don't pass through agencies. That you're saying that the embassy themselves, they want you to do it yourself.
Yeah.
That means that even if an agent is doing it for you, the agent have to pretend that you are the one doing it. So if you not make mistake, you come and say it's agent, they will not believe you, because it's like you have already said
they'll block you. They'll block you entirely. They'll block you.
Wow. Then the second thing you said, which is also important for us to keep that balanced story, is that yes, your school is tuition free, but the country needs you to show that you have money to fund to like money that you will use as living expenses while you are there, and they need you to put it in a block account.
Yes.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Even when you come, you might not use the money. That money is still yours. They're paying you monthly from it. And you also be working as a student. So definitely you might not use the money. It could be a savings, your savings. Maybe you're using to do projects. Is your savings. Yeah.
Wow. In fact, you hit another point. So one thing we know is that all high-income countries, even if there's an exception, I don't know that exception right now, meaning maybe something we'll discover as an exception. All high-income countries, they allow students to work part-time, at least while you're studying. So that means that when somebody goes through the study abroad process, pathway, they are still able to work while they are actually doing that study until their study is over. So I know you mentioned something similar, but can you, like, is that, at least you now, you have German study visa. So is that what is obtainable for you?
Yes, it's obtainable. It's obtainable. You have 20 hours to work in a week.
Yeah, that same thing for Canada, same thing for UK, even US as well.
20 hours.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm so happy that you chose your own paths, because this is not a path that everybody travels through, but you chose your own path, and not just choosing it just like that. You are choosing a path where your profession is most needed, where you have the opportunity to go. Even if you are going to somewhere else tomorrow, and they know that you studied engineering in Germany, which is more like the hot cake for engineering and things in your field, that already gives you extra edge as far as your career is concerned, right? So I'm happy that you chose your own path, and I really encourage people, they should not just go to a place because somebody is going there. I tell people that all countries are good, but some will favor you more than others will favor you. Like two people now, one country may favor this one better, another country will favor this one better. But what people just do is like, what's the best country? And I'm like, there's nothing like best country. The question is, what's the best country for you as an individual? And that can be different from the best country for Dr. Linda, the best country for another person, and the case. So you chose the best country for you, for your career, for where you're going to in life, which is really great. Which is really great. Congrats. I'm super excited for you, and wishing you the very best. Is there something you wish I asked you about that I've not asked you about?
For now, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Wishing you the best as you progress.
Thank
And
you.
I wish that many more open doors will come for you. Or, will make themselves available for you on this journey. Okay? You won't regret it. Did you travel with
Amen.
family?
Thank you. No, I went alone for now.
Okay, no problem. No problem. My regards to your husband as well and your family, okay?
Thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you. Thank you. And you
All
too.
right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye. You can exit,
Bye.
okay? Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. It was a learning session for me. I've been to Germany before, but not as a student. Not as a student. So I went for conference. Specifically, I went to Berlin and spent time there. However, I'm super happy to learn from Nnenna, who have relocated to Germany through study abroad routes, and so many things she talked about, including first of all, that she actually took our master class while she was working, and she was 6 months pregnant. Hey, all the people saying they don't have time, they don't have time. You see your life now. You see your life. 6 month pregnant woman who is working had time to take vantage migration training. You see, your excuse is not valid though. Your excuse is not valid. I'm super proud of her. It's not everybody that can do that. Like, even when I say, oh, you can, our class is designed for busy working class, I still recognize that her own busyness was on the high side. So that she was still able to make it is huge. Is huge. You can't take that for granted. Congratulations, Nnenna. Congratulations. And thanks to your family for also supporting you. Thanks to your family. So, and for somebody that is watching, understand that we designed our program for busy working class, because we know that a lot of the people that will be taking our program are professionals, bankers, engineers. You see, this is engineer Nnenna. Forget that I'm calling her Nnenna. That's engineer Mrs. You see, engineer Mrs. So all of them add together. And then she went on to talk about the fact that you can actually study tuition free in Germany, right? Of course, she mentioned that you have to have your living expenses, so you can study tuition free. She mentioned something specific. I don't know if you heard that. That this is usually for also for government schools. That if it's a private school, then it may be paid. Because I know that some people, they may go and check and say, "Oh, I saw one school asking me to pay," so that you know that you should look at public schools when you are searching for schools in Germany. That schools that you want to be tuition free, right? Look for public schools. Look for government schools. And obviously, it's not one, it's not two, there are many of them. So you have options. Last, how many schools do you want to to go to? It's just one. So if you have multiple schools that are tuition free, why do you have to focus on the private ones that will ask you to pay? You see? So you can study tuition free. That's an eye opener, because I know there are a lot of people, maybe for example now, you want to go to UK, you want to pay thousands and thousands of pounds, right? So that means you can actually save that money and go to a place like Germany, right? And study tuition free. That's cool. And then she went on to talk about yeah, I've mentioned the block account, and talk about how she's able to cope with the language barrier, starting with the fact that her school is an English school. So some people believe that because Germany speak German by default, that if they are going to study in Germany, they will be forced to learn German maybe for a year before they start their study. You see that that's the obstacle we see in our mind, but in reality it's different. You can actually go to an English public school, all right? English public school, meaning this school is English they are using as a mode of communication, as and for instruction, meaning for teaching. Now, even if your school is English speaking, that also means that on the outside, right? Like when you go to the market, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to, somewhere, chances are that you're going to be able to see someone who speaks only German. But even from my own experience, I would like to let you know that you will see people who speak English and people who speak English and people who don't speak English as well, right? And because you always see those two sets of people, you can always navigate your way. However, she now brought to light how she living in Germany now is coping, which is that when somebody understands English, you speak English to them. Full stop. But if somebody does not understand English, you can use your Google Translator to understand what to write for them. Let's say you are texting somebody, but also you can understand what to say to them, right? By using your Google Translate. And even if you don't know what to say to them, you can type it in English. Google will translate it for you, and you will show that person, say, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. The person will read it and translate back. So that means that even if you go to grocery store, you go to the market or something, you will still be able to cope. Let me tell you, that is even with us thinking about it with the general market idea. I was just using that as an example. Let's say if I'm here, right here in Canada, if I want to buy something, if I go to a grocery store to buy something, chances are that I'm not going to talk to anybody. How? You walk in, you go to the aisle that has what you're looking for, you pick it up, you come to the machine, you scan it, you pay, and you go home. So that's actually the reality. You see, but when I say grocery store, I'm using it as a point of contact for navigating your way around the city. Let's say you go to a post office. Let's say you go to hospital, something like that, where that person, you now see somebody that doesn't speak English at all. You are still able to move your way. So I know that this language barrier thing create a lot of mental stumbling block, mental obstacle that make a lot of people not even to consider Germany, even though Germany is, you can study tuition free in Germany. You see? So I'm so happy that Engineer Nnenna was able to throw more light on that for every one of us. And as a takeaway point, she said, do it yourself, because the German embassy frowned at you using agents. You would think that me and her, we decided on that, right? No. So I'm a preacher of do it yourself, but I didn't even know that the German embassy frowned at you using agents. So do it yourself. And for that's one of the advice. And then the other advice, what was the second advice she gave? I think if you remember, you can also comment. I'm sure you also watched the interview, so I'm just breaking down the points that I got from everything that she said, so that we all take home the important points. All right. So my name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an education consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route, right? And we work with people who are going to any high income country, whether you're going to UK, US, Canada, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Poland, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, Ireland, as the case may be, we work with you. And we encourage you to choose your paths. Engineer Nnenna chose Germany. I chose Canada. There are other people that have chosen US, UK, as the case may be, right? And when you start our training, you'll be able to choose yours. You'll be able to choose yours. And we teach you how to get admission, how to get scholarship, how to get study loan, and all the things you need to successfully relocate, depending on what your situation is. And if there is something I really, really want you to take away from this training, this interview, is that Vantage Migration Program, Vantage Migration Masterclass is designed for busy working class. If a pregnant working engineer, 6 months pregnant working engineer that I'm sure she has other kids too, right? And she has a husband too, you know, taking care of the home, working, and still have enough time, to do our training. Your excuse. We have to check the validity of your own excuse. You have to check the validity of your own excuse, all right? So it's so amazing. So many things can stop you mentally as you are thinking and worrying. But my advice for you is to get started. And if you are one of those thinking of starting our program, we advise you to start from our free study abroad webinar. You can see that at www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. We're also going to add the exact link to this video description. So if you didn't get what I said, don't worry, just look at the caption or description of this video and you're going to be able to see it. I wish you the best until I bring you the next interview.